the deeper currents.
Lucanus, you ever wake up angry at someone for something they did in a dream?
Not personally, but Viago still stares daggers at me for throwing his pet snake out a window in a dream.
How could dream you do such a thing to an innocent snake?
If I ever meet him, I'll be sure to ask what he was thinking.
Stopped the Entente. Took down their comic maker. She did your job for you. She's a hero.
Just a meddling busybody. One who stirred up the Butcher's Entente.
Your coin helps, and there's some good bargains out there for you. Safe travels.
There is much to be done.
I can't believe you're defending them.
I am not defending anyone, Jacobus.
You're letting them be a part of this? My cousin died because the governor didn't stop the Entente from...
Jacobus.
No. I'm not going to stand around and listen to this. I'll see you later.
Well, now that that unpleasantness is dealt with, about your mysterious informant.
Whoever they are, they know the Entente and Treviso.
Your message made it sound like this informant also knows where the gods are staging their ritual.
Treviso does not need this troublemaker. This should be left to proper officials.
It very much concerns Rook. We have a contact who offers access to the Butcher and privileged information on the gods.
A chance to find your gods and to free the city. A prize for both our causes.
You don't expect much, do you?
Hopefully it is that simple. Our contact knows the city and Antam, but we don't know them.
How do you know it's for real?
They gave us patrol patterns. Dreadnought arrivals. Their information is real.
And you didn't share this with me?
The bookkeepers can bookkeep when the meeting is done.
When and where do we meet?
They'll be in the market.
And they asked for me, not you or Viago.
You helped this city, and you're helping all of Thedas. You've earned respect.
We just don't know from whom.
There's really no clue who it is?
They're foolish enough to think crows are reliable. That's a clue about their worth.
They promise help.
So do you, when you're not killing each other. Treviso deserves better.
It's getting the best.
That has yet to be proven.
What about the human help the Omtom was getting? You have any leads on that?
We continue what you started. The other Talons are turning over every stone.
You trust them? Not even your first Talon is safe from your infighting.
We are all Antivan crows.
And yet those of us sworn to Treviso are beneath you.
Hypothetically, what if I'm walking into an ambush?
I would prepare for one.
Not everything is an adder in the wardrobe.
I said to prepare. I didn't say not to go.
I'll talk with this mystery contact.
And the rest of us will hope not to get caught in your crossfire again.
We fight for everyone. And the chance to strike at the gods and the Antam? It's worth the risk. Good luck, Rook. See what this mysterious informant can give us. The meeting is in the market, Rook.
They implied you can't miss them.
Try not to damage anything.
There is much to be done.
Unknown contact. This is a trap.
We're fighting gods with the crows. I'm curious who would try to trap us. If our informant actually knows where Elgernon and Gillenane are performing their next ritual, it's worth the risk.
I know that face. You're running what happened at Weishaupt through your head, aren't you?
I was so close.
It can't really help to dwell on your mistakes over and over.
I'm not dwelling. I'm analyzing.
Gillenane is a god. Or godlike anyway. We did great. You did great. But analyze away, if you're sure it helps.
Things will go back to normal soon enough. Everything will be okay.
Okay, Viago and Taya said our informant is somewhere in the market. Let's find them. I just hope their supposed information about the god's location is actually true.
Rook, I presume.
The Butcher!
There's no need for that. Treviso is the trap, not this meeting. Please. So tense. I promise, I'll signal when it's time to fight.
Strange way to ambush someone.
I don't have to ambush anyone. You think I couldn't just march on the crows? Scattered Antom flock to me. I have the soldiers to raise your casino and every inch of this city.
But I'll bet there's no profit in actually winning.
There's money being made by the occupation, but not by me. I said Treviso was the trap, and I meant it. The jewel of Antiva. She sings even while caged. Such purity in every stone. It's trapped my heart. I love this city.
You have a strange way of showing your affection.
I conquered it. I didn't betray it. Not like the cattle born here. You know there are traitors here. They ransom their own city. Literal gods stalk the land, but these filth worship their own purses. But you're different. You and the crows stay true to your roles. It means something when you die, and even more when you kill. You're as much a work of art as this city. And you want a secret from me.
You're not an end-of-the-world type. Are you with the gods or not?
The gods, they give strength. But all they ask in return is everything. I can feel their corruption. I can hear their whispers. They're calling for a ritual. If I give in, I'll know where you need to go. But I will lose my jewel. My city! So... you live in a casino. Let us make a game of this. I will become what the gods want. Welcome their whispers. Meet me and show me if the crows deserve my city.
The Butcher was our contact. He's letting himself fall to the Blight? Finish them off. We need to go after the Butcher. Butcher wants us to prove we're worthy of saving Treviso? That's what's happening?
By turning himself into a monster.
Everyone's acting like normal. Like the Butcher hasn't gone nuts.
Who would believe it?
Safer to keep your head down, I guess.
Come. I wait among the drowned. Gods gnaw at my mind. I see what you need. Prove you deserve it.
Hear the shift in his voice? He's changing.
I see. My Treviso. Will not abandon you to the traitors who gave you to me.
There's the Butcher. He's a Reaver, and fighting his own Antom.
How are we gonna get information about the gods from that?
We have to hope he's still in there.
I see you, Rook, and I see the ritual. This is the power that God once gives.
Butcher, where is the ritual?
So beautiful, but not like Treviso.
Ready, Rook.
Final ritual, use and cure.
There's nothing left of him.
I see Tearstone Island! The ritual! Tearstone Island!
He's gone. And he named the ritual site. Tearstone Island.
At least the Butcher wasn't lying.
He got the death he wanted. Good trade, I guess. And he gave us the information we came for.
Yes, truly the Butcher was a paragon of honor and virtue, and we are all devastated to see him go.
Eventually.
And now you have a location for your final pointless confrontation. The gods are at Tearstone Island. Isn't that what you wanted? A chance to die a hero's death? So go. Leave Treviso to those who deserve it.
The Butcher did warn us about a traitor. Didn't get a chance to name them, though. Thanks for confirming that for us, Evenchi.
Given how much that man talked, I'm shocked he actually kept his mouth shut.
You sold Treviso out to the Antom.
I did what was best for Treviso. Who else would have done what was necessary? That troop of fools in the casino? They would have provoked the Antom to slaughter, the kind they carried out in every other Antivan city they crossed. I gave them the crows, so they would not take the rest of the city. I gave them an inch, so they would not take a mile.
How are the Antom holding up their end of the bargain, Governor? Not too well from what I've seen. And now they're working with the gods. You didn't prevent a slaughter. You just postponed it.
If you hadn't killed the Butcher!
Someone else would have. He decided he wasn't their pawn anymore. The gods would have killed him. And then you would be ruled by someone much, much worse.
You should have been a politician, Rook. Instead of, well, whatever it is you are besides an annoyance. But this city is mine. We need a real leader. You know who else wants a leader? The Antom. And if someone plays the role they want, they are very accepting. They also understand that bringing order to Treviso requires the purging of disruptive elements that cause nothing but chaos. So go to Tearstone Island. Have your little showdown with the gods, fight your pointless battle, and leave the city to me.
It makes sense now. Every decision they made shows it.
The other officials, of course, know nothing.
Of course. I'm surprised they even remember the governor's name.
I take it you heard? The butcher's dead.
And in his place is the traitor we knew was lurking. And the Antam fell in line?
Evenchi is apparently playing the role they want.
The governor has given them a clear purpose. They were more cunning than I thought.
If only we'd figured out it was Evenchi before all this started.
I wish the same. But regret does neither of us good.
We knew someone had delivered Treviso to the butcher. You brought us their name.
The hand that leashed Treviso. The butcher was the mouth, but the hand was Evenchi all along. They think they have the power in the Antam, and a network doing their will.
But we have the face of our enemy.
Evenchi will be hiding, so we will hound their Antam and make them desperate.
When the governors show themselves again, we end this.
You're not concerned the gods will send the Antam more support?
The gods might come for us, but they're coming for everyone. I believe you are crafting the answer to that, and we will help as we can.
Evenchi keeps talking about restoring order and rebuilding Treviso. But what then?
I believe the good governor's plan was to risk the city to try and claim the nation. If the Antam beheaded the crows, who would merchant princes hire? Who would invaders fear?
As if the Antam would fill that role. This was a bookkeeper's angry grab at power.
When Evenchi left, they made it sound like they were planning something.
I suspect it will be about restoring order as they see it, and that the crows will be first on their list.
Whatever the good governor's intent, we'll end it.
We'll stop Evenchi.
The gods. Did you learn where they will be?
Tearstone Island. Evenchi confirmed it before they left.
We know the time to face Elgar'nan and Gillenane approaches, but it will not take us long to find Evenchi.
You have been our ally through all this. It would be an honor to have your help against the governor again.
We'll let you know when we'll make our move. And after that, Treviso will be free.
How did no one see Evenchi's betrayal coming?
Perhaps they did. There's a difference between knowing and being willing to stand.
They were someone else's problem, and the city paid the price.
Tell us if you find Jacobus, Rook.
He did not look well when he left. And his anger, he has always tended towards being reckless.
There must be fewer Antam now.
It's their nature to step into roles, fill gaps. Eventually is taking advantage.
Let them. When this is done, that name will only be spat.
Please, not another. The floors of the diamond suffer enough.
I hope the butcher's death didn't go unnoticed.
Evenchi may still have control, but the veneer of occupation has splintered.
Viago means people are no longer as afraid. His poems are more welcome during our gentler pursuits.
I do not recall any gentle pursuits.
Were either of you trained by air?
Not this one. Mine was stern.
Mine spoke in the third person, until you were skilled enough to be recognized as an equal.
Starting with grammatical murder. Fascinating.
Good luck out there, Rook.
Treviso can be free if we work hard enough.
Have a look, and keep my stores. See you again.
Has the death of the Butcher helped Jacobus at all?
I suspect you know the answer to that. Eventually's exposure just moves his hate to another target. It could very easily be a path without end, but there's not much more I can do if that is the path it chooses.
Is it responsible to train someone as young as Jacobus?
It would be irresponsible not to train someone with his ability. And not simply to benefit the Crows. If he became something darker on his own, it would risk everyone's safety.
So Evenchi betrayed us. How are you doing with that?
I am not from here. But I'll be proud if the skills I help impart play a role in the contract. Betrayal is a shameful thing that first harms oneself. Eventually we'll learn that, but not soon enough to help them.
I heard the Butcher was wearing a crow dagger and said he loved Treviso.
That's crazy. They're all crazy.
And Rook was there. And even she's a traitor too.
Everyone not a crow, they're all just crazy.
Have you thought about calling him something else?
Who?
Spite?
Spite?
Exactly. Imagine being called Spite all the time, like broody or short. Wouldn't you forget you could be anything else?
I don't think you understand how demons work.
I understand that they're spirits, and spirits have been known to change.
Slaughter the heretics! They're all yours.
That's Rook for ya.
Clear.
Canal smell ripe today, huh?
Jacobus was yelling at everyone about Evenchi. Even Air.
He didn't, did he? She's not someone you yell at.
I know, right? She'd Do something, for sure.
No one here to greet us.
They've gone to the villa without us. Come on.
Did Ilario even offer any bait? What is this party supposed to be for?
Viago's invitation said they would celebrate the new first talent and discuss the situation in Treviso. It doesn't matter what my cousin thinks he's doing. It ends now. We go in, find Katerina, and we'll have the perfect shot at Ilario.
So we're paying a visit to your family home then?
We are, but we're not exactly on the guest list.
You don't think Ilario is expecting you? Just a little?
We'll take the rooftops to the villa. Stay out of sight as long as possible. Trouble ahead. We move on your word. Kill them before they can warn the others.
We're under attack! That goes to you.
Follow me.
So we can't go straight to the house.
There's no way Ilario will let me through the door. He fears us. Good. He should. Rook, you see that tower with the circular window?
That's where we're going?
It's the quickest way there. After you.
How far is it to Ilario's party?
The opera is... it's... you know, across the grounds. In the guest house.
Why does such a big house need a second house?
For guests.
Just wait for the signal. It shouldn't be much longer. We're under attack!
That stink of blood magic on her. The jailer. Zara is dead. The Veilguard should be long gone. They hurt us. They will suffer.
Blood for the dawn.
My turn, son. Your turn. A city under Arnhem occupation and the Venatoria hanging around. Why?
I don't think they're here to see the sights.
Do you ever go anywhere in this town by the streets, or is it always through a window and across a clothesline?
The streets of Treviso get more dangerous by the day.
You know how this is going to end, right?
He will suffer for what he's done. That's the deal. Over there. That's Villa de la Morte. Once we're through the tower, we just need to reach the river.
Thanks again. Under fire! Watch it!
Beautiful work, man. Alliance. Ilario, you idiot.
That's going to end badly.
For him.
Ilario kills Zara. Now her Venatori answer to him following the power.
They don't give a damn about Ilario. It's Antiva they want.
Thanks, Lucanus. There. We can take that gondola.
We go under the bridge.
We aren't going in through a sewer, are we?
No sewers in Treviso. The streets are barely above water as it is. There's a hidden escape route. That's our way inside. Over there. That's the entrance.
Your house has a secret escape route, and Ilario didn't post a guard on it?
Ilario doesn't know it's here.
Why not?
Katerina didn't even tell me about it. I found it laying here alone as a boy.
What the...
Them into the house. Now I'll have to get the whole thing clean.
How much trouble can one old woman possibly be? We should have been back by now.
We're not allowed.
Kill them! For the glory of Puppet
They mentioned an old woman.
Katerina.
Katerina must be a difficult prisoner.
And here we are. Welcome to Villa de la Muerte.
No wonder Ilaria wants to inherit.
Home? Smells like dust and linseed oil. Don't say that when Katerina is in earshot.
Got company.
Who goes there?
The last person you will ever see. Where are the next?
Themselves comfortable, but we'll get them out. So you lived here?
Ilaria and I both did, until we were 18.
What about your parents?
Killed by a rival house. We would have ended up with Katerina anyway, to train. Be ready. this house alive. Understood. Targets ahead.
Let's finish this! Intruder!
This is my house.
Hey! There's a problem.
Rook gets that one.
The family rooms are up ahead. First her, and then we find what we seek.
The power of the gods themselves is at our command, and we're thwarted by a door?
Get him. Ready. The door's been barred from the inside.
So, we bust down the door and get attacked, probably?
Which is why I'll go first.
Katerina. Lucanis. My poor boy.
We'll escort you someplace safe before we go after Ilario.
You'll do no such thing. There's no time for heroic nonsense.
Heroic nonsense saved your grandson and is rescuing you now. I won't let Ilario do more damage.
Go. I'll meet you in the opera house.
I hope she can keep herself safe.
Welcome to House de la Morte, Rook.
Do you have a plan to deal with Ilario? Lucanis?
I'm working on it. He is ours. He will not escape us. This is it. Get ready.
You have a plan now, right?
Knives are involved.
Katerina's death was a tragedy.
But to get Lucanus back from the dead, only to lose him to a demon. For me, it is a deep, personal loss. And so, I take the mantle of First Talon with a heavy heart. But the crows could rise from the ashes. With our new allies, the Venatori, we could reclaim Antiva.
Over my dead body.
That can be arranged.
Cannot overpower us both. Now you fall. Venatori, to me, honor your alliance. Now! The demon on my Lanzo is here! You shouldn't stay there, Lucas. All of this is on your head. You started this. I'm ending it.
Would you like a rope?
Just say when. Look at you, Lucas. An abomination. Used to be somebody. And you doing the wrong and more than this isn't over. Why couldn't you just die when you were supposed to? Next time, it's your own night.
Got it from a distance. This cannot be.
I know the kinds of deals you can make with demons. This is not one. Now's your chance. What are you waiting for, cousin? Finish what you start. I already did. What am I ever going to do that is worse than this? On your knees, in front of every house.
Get up, Ilario.
Caterina, thank the Maker.
No one from House de la Morte kneels.
Mierda. What am I supposed to do with this idiot?
Didn't you tell me he was basically your brother? Your closest childhood friend?
My only friend before you. His family.
You think you can show me mercy? That is not up to you now, is it? Katerina is still first Talon.
Enough, Hilario. Lucanes is the new first Talon. His decision stands.
Iago, keep him out of trouble.
I'm no miracle worker, but I'll see what I can do.
Lucanes.
Don't. Not now.
Welcome home, my boy.
A toast to the new first Talon.
To Lucanes!
Shall we make a discreet exit?
I'm ready, but are you sure? They're celebrating you.
I have other plans for the evening.
Really? You came all the way back here for coffee. The stuff in your villa wasn't good enough?
It's better if I make it myself. And I wanted some quiet.
So, first Talon of the Crows, huh? Does that mean you'll be leaving us?
No. We have a contract. Besides, she may have stepped down, but there's no stopping Katerina from giving all the orders. I still cannot believe she did that.
Well, that's a relief. Because I don't want to do this without you.
I couldn't leave this place. Not with you here. You'll have me for as long as I can put off the crows. Fucking Hilario.
Do you regret giving him a chance?
No. You were right. His family. I didn't suspect him. When the Venatori caught me on the boat in Tevinter, it never even crossed my mind. He's better than I thought. Maybe there's hope for him after all. But this, being watched by all the crows with their knives out, this wasn't mercy. He'll never live this down. There's nowhere he could go to outrun being the traitor crow, brought down in front of everyone.
I was surprised you spared him at all, really.
So was I. But I don't have a lot to lose. What there is, Hilario, Katerina, you, this team. I'm not giving that up.
What a terrible form of immortality has fallen upon Essaya.
Gloomhowler, Essaya, should have died ages ago. Warden or not.
Why does the Blight kill most people it touches, yet infuse a few with this dreadful vitality?
No idea. If I ever go bad like that, have Taj breathe on me. Go out in a blaze.
Venatori had the narrow road. Now they think twice before walking that way.
And your neighbors? What's the price of that protection?
You think I'd charge our dear friends? The people who spread rumors about how Threads made Aelia disappear.
Rebuilding the Thread's reputation for free?
For the few of us left. Now the Venatori who thought he found a legitimate charm supplier, he gets counterfeit goods. Triple cost.
So you bleed the Venatori any way you can.
Life's short, isn't it, friends? Let's do what makes us happy. Anyway, Nev, I'm out of news. But the threads are yours. You need something? Say the word.
Thanks, Alec. Remember, if you cross our neighbors...
You can drown me in the Nosen Sea. Rook, it's been a pleasure. You've got a good setup here. Enjoy life in the Fade.
Life in the Fade? Huh. We've been at the lighthouse a while now.
We have. But it still feels strange, like we're stuck in a dream.
So it's not just me. You know, this is my only address now. I still had an apartment back home. Rent paid up and everything. It got torched. In the dragon attack.
Nev.
Everything I have is here in this room. One false step from drifting into the Fade.
It's been hard, but you've made it this far.
What's another step or two? I never expect things to go to plan, but I usually have one anyway. Or 7. And a half-dozen backup plans, just in case.
And now?
Everything's changed. I've changed. If I survive the job, I'll be starting over, in a way. Maybe that should scare me. But I think I need it. I usually hate unanswered questions, but this one... I'll let myself figure out once I get there.
Rook, you're here. Good. I had a question for my story.
Sure. What kind of question?
Oh, well, a personal one, I guess. Maybe not. Never mind.
Come on. I'm curious now.
Okay, I'll try. I'm gonna do this. So I'm having fun. It's different, but neat. And the fighting bits are going well. So's the romance, mostly.
You've got fighting and romance. What more do you need?
Well, lots of things, really. A plot, pacing, that sort of thing. But most of that's going okay so far.
So, what did you want to ask then?
It's my hero. I know who they are, what they look like, all of that. But I can't figure out the why.
Why what?
Why they do it. Risk it all. Save the world. Well, you're a hero. I mean, a real one. So why are you doing all this?
The world's going to end if we don't stop it. And I don't see a whole lot of other people lining up to help.
I wish I could be like that. Facing danger, caution to the wind.
But that's pretty much exactly what you do. All the time.
Sure, because I have to. And I'm scared the whole time.
Everyone's scared sometimes. It's what you do with the fear that counts. Facing it, fighting through it, that's what a hero does.
I guess so. It's hard to think of it that way. We are going up against a god. Multiple gods, actually. That feels heroic. To me, at least. And we're saving the world.
We're going to see this through. All the way.
I like that confidence. Anyways, I should get back to it. Writing. Thanks, Rook. That helped. A lot.
I hope Tosh is all right. I don't know what I'd do if I lost my ma.
So you're a skull now?
I refuse to explain my condition yet again to one of Veilguard's roommates.
I have my own room. Hey, is a skull still called a corpse when you're just a skull? Okay, I'll ask Emmerich.
Rook, when's the last time you slept?